Today is March 16th, 2011. You're watching Streamlining Social Media, and I'm Courtney Engel. We have a lot to cover today, starting out with Netflix. Netflix is reported to be launching original content, so they've got tentative deals worked out for creating shows that are going to be primarily available only inside of Netflix. It'll be interesting to see what Netflix does with that, as the cable industry itself is falling quickly, as is the DVD rental services. My own local Blockbuster is closing down as well, and the only reason I'm still holding on to cable is because it's the fastest internet provider in my region. I still don't get their cable TV though. Next up, we have WeatherSpark. WeatherSpark is a neat new web-based application for checking on the weather. While you can go to other more friendly sites and services, if you want the graphs and statistics that come primarily only available for full-time meteorologists, you could check out WeatherSpark. Their website is weatherspark.com, and it is in beta mode now. But you can see maps, graphs, reports, and all sorts of additional interesting information for the weather in your area. Also today, YouTube has announced that they are acquiring a new service that is to help with video processing power. So look for YouTube to make some additional changes in the near future so that Handycam shake mode doesn't impact the quality of the viewing. Their blog points us to seeing some of the coverage that has come in from some of the revolutions going on throughout Northern Africa and the Middle East. And they said wouldn't it be great if the video coverage coming in from the average users there was steadied out a bit. So YouTube has made some acquisitions recently. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I've also noticed a change to my YouTube dashboard, as you can see on the screen now. Based upon when I log in, if I flip through all activity and subscriptions, I could see what's been posted and recently uploaded and where from, what people have liked, and I could see some of the trends going on overall on the right hand side. So YouTube's making some interesting changes. In other news, we have Twitter allowing HTTPS access. So this is to help keep it secure. A while ago, we covered about a few different applications that people add to the browsers that would allow them to instantly log into anybody's Twitter and Facebook accounts. It's about time that we see Twitter, Facebook, and hopefully soon LinkedIn allow HTTPS access. This is a service that Google has allowed for quite some time, and you could set that in your Google settings area. But inside of Twitter, you simply go to twitter.com/account/settings, and near the very bottom, you can enable always use HTTPS mode when logging into Twitter. Word of warning, what I found when doing this inside of Facebook in the privacy settings is that some applications, whether relative to my browser or inside of Facebook, are disabled. In Twitter, I run a few things in my browser that allow me to see, for instance, clout scores and whatever in twitter.com. So enabling the HTTPS mode, I don't know if it will break any of those additional plugins or not, but it's worth it when I'm in a coffee shop. The word coming out of South by Southwest is that group chat or group messaging services are winning hands down the coverage of what South by Southwest Interactive was about. The ideal place, of course, to roll this out, aside from a check-in feature, you'll still see Foursquare leading the way in that area. Group messaging services allow people to be all over the place in a general region, and some of these will allow you to have conversations publicly or privately with others in your area, such as Yobongo. That's right now limited to Austin, New York, and San Fran. Beluga was recently acquired by Facebook for this area, and we have Fast Society offering the most robust features, but GroupMe generally winning hands down with what are most people using. So if you need to communicate with several people all at the same time, whether in your location or not, check out some of these applications inside of the App Store, and also look for them if you are an Android user. Some are and some are not available yet for the Android. So again, it's an interesting topic. It's what's coming up and what's trending in terms of lots and lots of features. In other news, we have some great tips coming in from Daily Blog Tips about the changes in Google's algorithm. Basically, the changes indicate that article spinning you should just bother doing. Submit one article to, for instance, Easy Articles and be done with it. Don't worry about redoing that article and submitting it to a lot of other places. Also, look at your white hat solutions for SEO. That means If you need to outsource getting your articles written or your blogs written, you could do that. It is still not popular to do what's called link bait. It's still pretty much frowned upon, but you want that to be authentic, meaning you can create articles and top 10 lists and things that get traffic in. That is an okay way to handle link bait. Create something popular that people want and they'll click on your link. But overall, other ideas of swapping blog roll links and things are not approved of. Backlink anchor spam is becoming frowned upon, and Google is resolving that issue. So backlinks, while slightly important, are not as important as it used to be. And finally, link networks, meaning people willing to share and post links to their site if you put links on your site. That Google is picking up on and really nailing down. So that's a little bit of an update on what the new algorithm changes Google has rolled out does involve. Next up, we see some Facebook comments. This is a great article from the website blind5yearold.com. This is basically saying Facebook comments and SEO. It's talking about, should you move over to using Facebook comments on your website instead of something, for instance, such as Discuss or all comments built into WordPress or other features like that. If you were to do an SEO search on, for instance, Discuss comments, copy and paste a Discuss comment into just good old Google search, it will turn up in the search engine results. If, on the other hand, you copy and paste a Facebook comment into Google search, it's not going to show up there. So the Facebook comments, while it does make it easier and eliminates a lot of the so-called trolls, it is not user-friendly in terms of creating any value for SEO. So just keep that in mind as you're looking at this. Next up, Google has announced comments inside of Google Docs. Check this out. What I love about the new commenting system inside of Google Docs is that it looks like it integrates the best of what used to be in Google Wave and pulls it right into Google Docs. I think this is a very, very successful move on Google's part. Again, this is Streamlining Social Media. I'm Courtney Engel. You could sign up for my newsletter on my website. You can follow me on Twitter at Courtney Engel. You could ask me a question on formspring.me/Courtney Engel, or you could join my Facebook fan page at facebook.com/streamlining. Catch you again tomorrow.